While we have previously done the Orlando to Miami drive in the past before boarding a cruise, this time, before our recent sailing aboard Virgin Voyages, we decided to check out the new Brightline train service. Was it worth it? Did it feel as first class as the website represents? Hang around to see what we thought, as well as to get our tips to make your ride a great one. The Orlando Brightline Terminal is located at Terminal C of the Orlando International Airport. It is super easy to get to, and it feels like a brand new, beautiful mini airport terminal, which just opened back in fall of 2023.
We're ready to go.
We originally bought $69 SmartFare seats well in advance to make sure that we got the seats we wanted at the departure time we needed. We have arrived at the Brightline station, which is Terminal C, but it's a separate pull-up than actually pulling into Terminal C like you're going into the airport. So that was interesting. Hey there, so this is level 5 in Terminal C. So if you are leaving out of Terminal C and you don't have lounge access, because I don't even know, there's not too many lounges in Terminal C, this is a beautiful place to come up and kill some time. Lots of seats, lots of chargers, very quiet, very air conditioned. So something to consider if you're looking for a little space to chill for a long time. This is a good place to hide away from the rest of humanity. But once we bought, we were part of Brightline's email list, which brings us to tip number 1. If you are considering traveling on the Brightline, sign up for their email list now. They send out discounts all the time, so as we got closer to our trip, we saw a discounted rate for the premium seats available for $89. These seats come with premium lounge access, a free checked bag, roomier seats, lots of drinks and snacks on board the train, and even a $10 Uber voucher, which made up for almost all of the extra expense to upgrade our seats and then some. Let's see if the premium seats and amenities are worth it. We quickly dropped our bags, but that's tip number 2. Unless you have a really large bag that you can't manage, just carry on. There's plenty of room on board, and the pickup process at the end slows you down more than it needs to. After that, we breeze through security. Look at these automatic turnstiles and scanners. They even had some adorable Brightline merchandise in a gift shop. And there was a full bar with lots of beverage options. But we made our way through a second set of scanners into the premium lounge to see what they had to offer. At 9 a.m., there wasn't a lot of staff to ask questions of, and we usually have a lot of questions, so we're always on the hunt for gluten-free and dairy-free food options. But there were great breakfast choices for those who could have them, like eggs and ham and cheese and lots of cheese cubes. I suspect we probably could have had some of these things if we had found a staff member to ask, but we just couldn't find someone. There was also a self-service bar tap, but it was a little early for beer. And since we just had breakfast, we mostly just wanted to enjoy the atmosphere.
We decided to check out what we could find to eat, and there are a few options. Nick had said all he wanted was fruit, and he said, look, he got some fruit. Honestly, my kingdom for some almond milk, but they don't have any within the premium lounge. You can go over to the bar and they will make you espresso drinks with almond milk. But over here, it's just the Lavazza machine that makes it for you, or some little coffee mate creamers. So if you have lactose sensitive tummies, it's not a whole lot.
If you're at all wondering what the security is like coming through here, it is definitely not the airplane TSA security check. It is literally just put your bags up, put them through the machine. If you're carrying your phone, you just go through the scanner with it. You don't have to put your phone in your bag. You don't have to take your shoes off. You don't have to take your liquids out. It's nothing at all like that.
But it's more than our New Jersey Transit trains.
It's more than our New Jersey Transit train, which is nothing. So it's definitely more than that. It's even more than Amtrak. I don't recall ever having, no?
No, I don't remember any security on Amtrak.
Yeah, no, I've never gone through any kind of security on Amtrak that I can think of.
The setting is really nice. There's so much space and availability all around, and everything is so new that the premium lounge is nice, but also the regular seating area is nice. And at least today, on a Tuesday, is it Tuesday?
It's a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday. You know you're on vacation when you lose track of the days. Today on a Wednesday at 9:50, it's not busy.
But enough about the terminal. Let's get to the train. When it was time to board, they made announcements nice and loud so everyone knew where to go. We had to pay attention to which cars were for premium seating, and we went to our assigned seat locations. Tip number 3 is to be strategic about your seats. We had chosen 2 seats that faced each other with a table between us so we could get some work done. But there were lots of forward-facing rows for those who get motion sickness going backwards. Our table had plugs for our computers, and were extended with extra space if need be. The time passed quickly while we got some work done, and Florida flew by outside the windows. What's your preferred seating setup? Go ahead and tell us in the comments if you would have chosen a different set of seats. What video isn't complete without a bathroom tour? It was spacious, clean, and there was even a baby changing table. Back at the seats, the snack cart came around with breakfast foods, things like yogurt and Kind bars and fruit cups. With that first round, we just got fruit cups and worried we'd get a little bit hungry before we made it to Miami.
I'm the fruit.
But then the beverage cart came around, and it wasn't just soft drinks. Alcohol was also included with premium tickets, so we had some very generous mimosas. Tip number 4 is not to be squeamish. Take as much as you like. There's plenty, and our host encouraged us to have everything.
Maybe the strongest mimosa I've ever seen. Technically, there's a little orange juice down there.
It's very refreshing. The second round of the snack cart was full of goodies for allergy-friendly folks. Lots of our favorite brands like Good Crisps and Lesser Evil popcorn, and we got these hummus cups and ate them with chips instead of the breadsticks that they came with. Before we knew it, we'd arrived in Miami and got to see that terminal too, which also was new and lovely. So what's the verdict? Was it worth it? Without question. This was one of the highlights of our trip, and we'd absolutely take the Brightline again. Both modes of transportation take about 3.5 hours, but you cannot beat the service and snacks on Brightline. And if you're taking a cruise out of Fort Lauderdale, there's a stop there as well. Just make sure to get on that mailing list for discounts.
What did you think of the Brightline?
I thought it was great. My expectations for the VIP seating were actually already pretty high, but I actually thought all the different snacks and drinks they had was much better than what I had expected. I will say, unless you really actually need to check a bag, it wasn't bad. I mean, we got our bags back really quickly, but I think unless you really need to check one, there's plenty of space for them, so you really don't need to check them.
It didn't take more than a couple minutes for our bags to come out, but we totally could have managed them on our own, and there was plenty of space to leave them just in the storage right by our seats. There's also overhead storage for smaller items. And so, in hindsight, I think next time we'll just keep our bags with us.
Yeah. We only really checked them because we were sitting in VIP, so it came with it. So it's almost like, well, we have to then. But in retrospect, I don't think it's necessary.
No. We enjoyed our mimosas, and it's a great way to kick off your trip.
Yes. And the service was like, they were really kind and hospitable.
Mm-hmm.
Before we knew it, our Uber was pulling right up to the Valiant Lady. That full series is right here on our channel, so subscribe to join along, and then go watch this video about our embarkation experience. Have a fabulous vacation, travelers, and thanks so much for watching.